is Yemen's remote island of Saqatra, nicknamed Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. The Yemeni island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Saqatra is famed globally for unique flora and fauna found nowhere else on the earth. Saqatra is also strategically important because it is located at the entrance to the Gulf of Aden. Cargo ships and military vessels on their way to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait and Suez pass next to it. Saqatra's inhabitants had for decades been largely disconnected from the outside world. The remote Yemeni island had until recently been largely unaffected by the Saudi-led war. Saqatra has apparently become the focus of geopolitical ambitions of the United Arab Emirates and Yemen. The Emiratis have been undertaking vast projects on the island. For instance, they have been building a military base and setting up advanced communications networks there. They have even been offering the residents of Saqatra free healthcare and special work permits in Abu Dhabi. UAE forces recently escalated their intervention. They occupied the island after deploying military aircraft and ground forces there.
I think this is part of an ongoing development that we've seen by the United Arab Emirates ongoing since over the last decade, really. They've tried to expand their reach, both militarily and commercially, into the Horn of Africa, which has become absolutely, and has always been for a very long time, commercially a very interesting and important part. And the control of that area, control of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, as well as both sides of the Horn of Africa, in East Africa as well as in Yemen, and along the Red Sea coast, is absolutely detrimental and important for the delivery of goods from east to west. And it was always important for the UAE, who have marketed themselves as a merchant country, to basically control access to these kind of trade routes.
Critics and activists have accused the Emiratis of stealing Saqatra's natural resources and damaging its ecosystem.
It is extremely unfortunate that this is happening right now. Unfortunately, Yemen has been out of the viewfinder of the world, whereas this is a World Heritage Site. It is the heritage, natural heritage and biodiversity. There are rare animals and plants and species that do not exist anywhere else in Earth. It is quite unfortunate that such activities would cause a major loss to humanity.
Critics and activists say the Emiratis have bulldozed vast parts of the island in preparation for tourism projects.
Saqatra Island, for which apparently they are battling the Saudis now, is or has a airport and is one of the major ports in the region. If they can control Saqatra, they can add another port under their control in addition to the ones along the Bab el-Mandeb. So they will have greater shipping, greater airline facilities, and will be able to pour more money into the United Arab Emirates at the expense of the Yemenis and anybody else who wants to trade.
The occupation of Saqatra angered the local population, triggering protests. It also raised tensions with the Saudis, who were pressured by local authorities and former President Abdurrabbu Mansur Hadi. The former president is largely blamed for the UAE's encroachments on Yemen's territorial integrity. That's because it was Hadi who invited the UAE's military to come to Yemen along with the Saudis in the first place. The pro-Hadi camp now accuses the Emiratis of abandoning the goals of the Saudi-led coalition and instead pushing to separate southern Yemeni territories from the north.